ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the GBYWN Australia podcast. I'm your host, as usual, 11 times heavyweight champion. Think about that for a second. 3 times in the Ocean Reef Wrestling Federation, 4 times in XCW, 1 time GBYWN Australian heavyweight champion, 1 time ICWS heavyweight champion, 2 time WZWA heavyweight champion. That's a lot of titles. That means I know my shit. That means I have to be good at something in life, right? Surely. I'm very good at fake fighting people. But I'm not fake fighting anyone here today. I'm having a real good talk with one of the greatest young stars in WA yarding today, the Rat Kyle Inglis.
Yo, 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 yo.
Thanks for being back here with me, my friend. It was a great 10-minute break between sets here. I think it's going quite well so far.
Yeah, I didn't even know you won the GBYWN Championship.
I was the first ever
Fuck.
Aussie champ. When they sanctioned the belt in the ICWS in 2010, I won it for the first time. Basically, the ICWS title was also the Aussie title, and when it came to WZWA, it split. So Mykonos could have a title in the federation, but a little bit of a history lesson there, Carl. Yeah. So you've learned something today as well.
The more you know.
The more you know. Don't hang out with Orlando Jordan. I've learned that today. Although I'm not a young, white, 14-year-old kid, so maybe he wouldn't offer to pay me $50 to grab my ass. Alright, Kyle. We're talking about 2015 now. WZWA. We've talked about the hard times that we had going into hard time 4. Problems are going on with Jack, and there are more problems with Jack because this match with you and him, Warnborough Street Fight, I was furious. Do you recall?
Yeah, I just recall it being a shit match. I
like,
don't know why, it just didn't gel.
It was like 25 minutes long, and I remember I said in rebuttal, this match, because Jack asked for feedback, this match should have ended about 13 minutes prior. You took too long to set up your spots. I told you if you wanted to have this match with Kyle, you had to have it the right way. You ended up going the other way. I was angry at him. I wasn't angry at you.
I remember you saying that straight after the match.
Because I knew that he was trying to take charge of the match, and it just wasn't a good match. And he blamed me for taking away one of the tables for a double table spot. And I said but that was my table. Like, I brought that myself for me to use. So it wasn't for you to use. So you can't blame me for taking away a double table spot. I don't know what that spot was going to be.
Fuck knows.
Yeah, I don't know.
He was just calling it there.
Yeah. But yeah. What did you think? Were you a bit disappointed in that one?
Yeah, I was pretty disappointed. Like, I think the only cool thing about that match was the top rope suplex.
Yeah.
The table spot.
Yeah, agreed.
Besides
that was pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's the start of your backyard title reign, which obviously isn't going to be lasting much longer. Yeah. I do believe your first title defense was initially going to be against Brian Lowe, but he retired.
Yeah.
So we get to False Finish 2015, a sick match with Antilochus for the World Hardcore title. And this is the big one. This is where Deacon turns on you after the match. What were your thoughts on the match first and foremost?
Well, yeah, just pretty much wanted to pick up from where we left off in that 2-on-1 hardcore match the year before, and I think we did pretty well.
Great.
Nice. It wasn't too extreme, so it was a good match though. Clicked well.
Yeah. The turn finally takes place. Deacon turns on you. How do you feel that went? Good reaction.
Yeah, I think most people knew it was coming though. Like, cashed in, I'm a champion as well.
Yeah.
Picks up Antilochus, drops him, then drops me in the head.
Yeah.
No, just, pretty good. Like, couldn't have gone any different, I don't think.
Yeah. Did you wish that you were the one to turn heel on him?
Yeah. Yeah. I always, pictured it like me turning on him.
It would be you turning on him.
Like, I've always wanted to do that, the one turn on him sort of thing. But yeah, like, it happened, like, he turned on me, so I'm just not too bothered about it, but...
I think the thing was, with me, the narrative of you being the one that everyone always talked about over the years, that narrative made me think it's got to be Deacon, because he's got something to say and he's got a reason, whereas I couldn't really think of a reason for you to heel on him.
And it was... Yeah, and doing that made him, like, rise up as well, so, like, we're even, instead of, like, me over him.
Okay. So you lose the backyard title so soon after winning it, but obviously I laid it out to you what was going to happen eventually. Were you okay with that?
Yeah, I was fine. Like, I knew I was getting back, so...
Yeah. Alright, Ball of Mixed Nuts. Second match with Ryan in WZWA. What did you think of Ryan as an opponent, and do you feel you both have awesome chemistry?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, so yeah, we've had a few matches now, so yeah, it's always fun. Like, it's a hard hitter, so kind of got to watch out for that.
Got to be in the zone.
Yeah, got to just take it pretty much. But yeah, we always like he's pretty committed to it all, so it's always good to work with him. And that it was a nice match.
Yep. Emilio starts making more appearances around this time, along with Colin, seemingly taking the spots from Mojo Flow and Papacito, because, to be honest, Monet either always forgets his mask or Jack can't be bothered doing it.
Yeah.
So what did you think of now being able to start to do the Emilio character in WZWA?
Well, I just think it's crazy that fucking Emilio even made it to WZWA, because Emilio was a part of ETW.
ETW.
Well. Yeah, so yeah, I've always liked doing Emilio, like just being a fucking lunatic.
So we always like that in ETW as well.
Pretty much.
Okay, so the Emilio character was created out of necessity in ETW to fill the roster with more...
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Gotcha.
we all had a masked character each. So, and I remember like he had a different name, but then like I know it was fucking retarded. So I just like went on the internet, searched up Mexican names, and picked Emilio.
Emilio. Yeah, well, I think Emilio's been a triumph in WZWA. So you enjoy doing the masked character and, the tag team with the Mexicraps.
Yeah, that's a good name, Mexicraps.
Frostbite 2015. Deacon defeats you clean to retain the backyard title. He changed his name, his character, and he was getting rave reviews. Yeah. Suddenly it seemed like a switch had taken place, and now you were no longer the member of the team everybody was talking about.
Yeah.
Did that make you want to change your name as well and reinvent yourself?
Well, I didn't really think of it like that. Like, it was good that Deacon was finally getting what he deserved.
Attention.
Attention, and like it was like pretty much the opposite. Like, I was in a bit of a rut, like mediocre, and he was getting all the high praises and shit. Like, it didn't bother me too much. Like, I guess like fair's fair.
You probably weren't thinking in terms of him and you. You're probably just thinking, I need a.
Yeah.
I'm feeling stale. I need to do something.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I knew because all my moves were starting to not get as much pops as they used to. And just trying to think of new shit to do.
Cool, man. What did you think of the idea of the rat? The rat, Kyle Inglis.
Well, I pretty much it was always there in me, even part of Circus Royale, that rat sort of warmer attitude. So I think we might as well just let it loose.
Yep. You did eventually want to be called the Friendly Rat.
Yeah, the Friendly Rat, because I was a good guy. So
yeah.
Because most rats, people don't like rats.
Yeah. I think the reason why I dropped the friendly bit was because someone put up a picture of Ratatouille, the cartoon character. You know that movie, the chef rat. Yeah, so I was like, okay, we don't want that comparison. Also at Frostbite, you and Deacon as Emilio and Colin take on the Heartbreakers in their reunion match. Absolutely ridiculous match. What did you think of that one?
Fucking so dumb, but crazy how Emilio and Colin face the reunion of the Heartbreakers. Like, how does that even fucking happen? On the main show and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, would not have thought of that at all, but it was good.
What did you think of working with Johnny V?
Yeah, it was. I don't remember too much. And it was Emilio as well, so I didn't take much.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, it was pretty nice.
I was really happy with that one spot where we had you in the lion tamer and the crossface, and you just stopped moving, and I said, I think he's dead.
Yeah.
That was definitely a highlight for me. Hardcore Hell, the following show, there's a 3-way with you, Steel, and Deacon. Thoughts?
Well, yeah, Steele's improved massively in this point, and it was like kind of like the combination of our feud from like the year before, whenever it was, so like all three of us back in the ring, but like all opponents, and yeah, it was still worked a lot better, and he like planned a lot more with us, and I think it went pretty well. Yeah,
I think the only thing that I got cross at was the confusion of the guys, because they just don't understand. There's a simple stipulation: former backyard champion can't win the belt. So people were thinking that you were now the new backyard champion. That was the only thing that kind of bugged me. All right, moving forward, Hanukkah Havoc. Aries, Bucks, up.
Yeah, big time.
Boom. What's your story of that morning?
Well, he was texting me earlier that morning, like around 6:30, 7 o'clock maybe. And like, yeah, because that's when we like were getting up and like meeting, because we all planned to meet at the shops, me, Ace and Matt. And he was like, yeah, I'm coming. And then like he stopped replying for like 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden, can't come. And me and Ace were at the shops, were like, what the fuck? Like, and I was pretty angry because like, I knew I was going to face him, and I was really keen for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then he's like, his reason was his girlfriend. And I was like, oh. Whenever he gets a girlfriend, it's just like, you never hear from him.
Yeah.
Like, that's always been the case with him, and yeah, I was pretty pissed off.
Yeah. Was it because he wanted his girlfriend to come and she wouldn't be able to fit in Ice's car, or you weren't sure?
Well, apparently she was just feeling like depressed or sad or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
So, and he didn't want to leave her alone for a few hours, so he's basically ditched us for her.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, my point of view of it was all I wanted was to be contacted.
Yeah.
So you guys informed me in the morning that he wasn't coming, and I hadn't even left the house yet, and I was texting him in my bedroom saying, yo man, you got to make this show, don't fuck this up, because this is your 4th chance. Usually I only give people 3 chances. This is your 4th chance. You fuck this up, you don't get to be involved anymore. No reply.
Yeah.
Message him on Facebook, no reply. Don't know what to do about this situation, so I tag him in a post in the Facebook group. It's a private group, no one can see it but us, and I said, where the fuck were you today? What the fuck's wrong with you? You know, you really screwed things up with your tag title reign. He was a tag champion at the time. He hadn't been at any shows all year.
Yeah.
And I kept giving him more chances, and you've also screwed with Kyle's day, because he was going to get to wrestle you finally one-on-one. And his response was that I was a fucking asshole.
Yeah. I hate that he's done that. Like,
so he totally burned his bridge even further. Instead of explaining himself and apologising, he went the other direction, and he totally fucked it up. So I was very angry with him, and he still hasn't really spoke to me or apologised to me. And I even said to Deacon, in a sick, twisted way, I would probably still give him another chance if he apologised. So what do you think of all that kind of stuff?
Oh, I'm just disappointed in him, because like, out of everyone, like, especially in the early days, like, he was probably like my main best friend out of all of them. Like, me and him were just like, like that, man. And yeah, it's just disappointing that he's gone the other direction, because I honestly believe that if he didn't have a girlfriend, then this would never have happened. Yeah, that's just always been him. Like, just whenever he gets a girlfriend, that's it.
Gotcha. Well, anyway.
Yeah.
The door is still open.
Yeah.
Only
every time I mention it to him, like, because I was with him not that long ago, a few weeks ago, like, just when I turned 18, and I still mention it, like, just drop the mention, like, like, should come back, like, it's ending, like, for real this time. And he's like, I don't know, like, I'm just like, fuck, man, like, yeah.
Is he too proud to apologise, do you reckon?
Yeah, probably.
Too proud to admit wrong, because he had no problem admitting wrongdoing beforehand, but this time around, for whatever reason, he's just incapable of it.
Just doesn't seem keen. Like, he says he wants to, but then, like, there's some reason, and I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think he will come back though.
It's probably just the thought of having to see me in person, I think, might be deterring him from.
I'm pretty sure he does. He does know. I think it's everyone else as well. Like I'm pretty sure not many other people like him after what he did. So I think he just doesn't want to face the music.
Yeah. Well, it's up to him. There's only 8 shows left, so he's got to get it together. You know, if he wants to make amends and end it the right way instead of the wrong way.
Yeah, hopefully.
But apart from that, at Hanukkah Havoc, you do get to wrestle on Backyard TV. My apologies that you weren't able to be on the main show. There was just nothing else we could do.
Yeah.
But you wrestled Rex Regan one-on-one for the first time. It was a great match. What did you think of wrestling Rex?
Well, yeah, first time ever. So, yeah, just didn't want to like fuck up basically. Because yeah, he's a pretty big player and like, yeah, it was just like 5-10 minutes before the match, just simply went through and it's like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, it was a good match.
I will say I'd like to have a rematch with you two at some point if I can fit it in on a Backyard TV. I know it's difficult to do it these days because we got...
It would be a different type of match as well now.
Yeah. So I'll be very excited to try and get that one done. Just one more go around between you two. What do you think of Backyard TV?
Yeah, same before. I fucking love Backyard TV. Like, it's just such a fuck around, but like a good fuck around. Like, just like let loose, muck around, like just fucking. I love the atmosphere, like, because most times there's only like 4 people in the crowd. It's just ridiculous, but so much fun. Yeah.
Cool, man. So you'll be cool to do more Backyard TV in the future then. Well, I'm hoping that we can keep that going. At some point, anyway. Okay, so in 2015, Lars wants to join. Backs out. Then debuts at Christmas Carnage. Bails on Line in the Sand. Comes to Resolution 4. Bails again. I have no idea what's going on with him. He initially wanted to join. He had ideas and all this stuff. And then he mentioned his ankle when I saw him in person at Christmas Carnage. He still did the brawl and debuted as your backup for feuding with Ace and Deacon. Doesn't come to Line in the Sand because he told me between Christmas Carnage and Line in the Sand that his ankle was too bad and he couldn't actually be a wrestler. Then just before Resolution 4 mentioned he wants to give it a try anyway, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do it or not. Comes to the show, he does good in the spots that he's needed in. I was very happy with it. But then after that, never hear anything from him. And then I get a message from Deacon maybe a month and a half ago saying Lars is still keen. I said, well, if Lars is still keen, Lars can message me or Blade. That's all he's got to do. And I still haven't heard from him.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not like he's a mate, but not
a close mate that we talk to all the time.
Really
so you don't know what's happening.
Yeah, no, wouldn't have a clue.
No worries, that's fine. Christmas Carnage 2015, Big Ace picks up a victory over you. What do you think of working with Ace?
Oh well, yeah, just because he's like one of my closest mates. We've just always like, you know, I can feel like we can like do everything with each other and not worry about consequences and all that. And yeah, like it's a bit disappointing that like he like gets puffed out like really easily. Yeah. Because in the trampoline days, he used to be able to do like long as matches.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't understand what's like ever since he's transitioned to the ring, like he's had good matches, but then like other times he just gets exhausted. Too quickly.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with that with him. Sometimes he's totally fine and seems like he can get through it okay. Then other times he's laying down on the ring apron, or he's just he'll hit a suplex on someone and then he won't pop up and he'll be down for like a minute or minute and a half, and I'll be like, is he okay?
Yeah, it's a bit of a worry, but I think we'll be fine.
I think he's been getting better at that recently. Line in the Sand 2016, match of the show against Deacon. Barely planned anything.
Yeah, that
just
that
rocked
part's
up.
true.
Yeah, you just rocked up. You just had your match, and
I think it just naturally clicked.
Yeah, fantastic match. What were your thoughts on this, and knowing that this feud is finally coming to an end soon?
Well, yeah, I think at this point it's starting to pick up pretty intensely, and like, yeah, the fucking fuck all planning turned out to be match of the show, and especially the smart ride at the end. Like, that's my favorite part of that match. And yeah, yeah, definitely getting personal at this point. So yeah, it was a good build-up match for Resolution.
Yep. I just wanted to have a series of matches throughout this long winding feud.
Yeah.
So you had 3, including the final match. And I thought it was really good for you guys and a good way for your story to be told.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense to have a few matches beforehand.
Yeah, because I saw this kind of like a Rex Regan Dark Ice feud. Like, you got to have several matches for the feud, so you've got that content, really. Resolution 4. 2 matches again.
No, yeah.
You finally reclaim your backyard title. Earlier in the show, though, you have a fantastic no DQ match against Ace. It's like your final roadblock to getting to the ladder match against Deacon. We all know what the initial idea of this storyline was, where Aries would side with you, turn on you at Line in the Sand, you still pick up the victory, then you were going to have to go through 3 stages of hell to get to Deacon.
Of course, he fucks up and that don't happen.
Yeah. But we were also then thinking, okay, maybe we'll just switch in with Lars. So then Lars would turn on you, join with Deacon, and then you'd have to go through 3 stages of hell with them 3 as well. But then, of course, the shit went down. Lars didn't go to Line in the Sand, so he couldn't turn heel on you.
Yeah.
So that all went out the window. But
I think it worked out for the best, though.
I do too. What was your thoughts on that? I think it was like one of the opening matches of the show against Ace.
Yeah, I think it was the opener.
Yeah. That was a pretty decent match.
Yeah, probably the best match we've had.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a nice, quick 10-minute.
Yeah.
Pretty brutal.
Yeah.
For what it was.
Yeah. And then finally the ladder match takes place. You reclaim the Backyard Championship. What were your thoughts on that match?
Well, yeah, the 3rd ladder match in 3 years at the Resolution. So, I'm pretty proud of that. Like, no one else can say that. So, yeah, it's pretty sick. And yeah, it was the ending of a pretty long feud of like, because me and him just always been like me and him for this amount of time. So it was nice to end it, and it was a good way to go out. Yeah, I'm proud of the match. I think it was like the dark horse match of the show.
Definitely. What does Deacon mean to your career?
Oh fuck! Without Deacon, like I'd still be here, but like definitely not as what I am today.
Yeah.
I'm proud of what we've done.
Yeah, as you should be, man. I think you two, whether it's been the tag team or the feud against one another, basically your whole career has been defined by being connected at the hip with one another. So it's just another one of those success stories that you love to think about, and definitely 2 of the best as far as coming in when you did and just rising up together. And I guess 2016 is a very interesting year for you both, because for the first time now you're not. You're completely separated.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Resolution 4 as a show as a whole?
Yeah, pretty good. Like, I think I watched the recap over like once, like from start to finish. Yeah, fuck. I don't know. I don't know.
So it didn't. I don't think it beat Resolution 3. I think it got close, but it didn't quite get there in the end.
Yeah, it was a good match. I like Blade winning. I like that main event.
Yeah.
Him and Antiquus and the originals starting to form as well. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of like the start of a new thing basically.
Yeah. What did you think of Phoenix?
Oh, that's right. Fuck. That was new favourite. Just crazy. Like, I don't think I could even do that shit. Like, some of the stuff he's done.
Well, that's
it's crazy to think he's gone so long without doing it, and all of a sudden he just pulls that out
straight back into it like he never.
Crazy, like major respect.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hang on, where are we? Sorry. Great American Gash. You dropped the Backyard title.
Oh yeah, fuck.
In your first title defense against Ryan, only to beat him back for it the following show. What did you think of all this?
Yeah, it was a good 2-match series with him. Like, I was kind of like, oh, what the fuck? Like, why am I losing again straight away? Like, it's happened last time, but then I knew like I was winning it back, so I was like, oh, I guess I'm fine with that, like, because I'm getting it back.
Yeah.
Kind of didn't, like, I was kind of confused on why it happened, but...
Yeah. I think it was more. I mean, the feud was supposed to be mostly based on Ryan claiming he's the greatest backyard champion of all time, and he sees people like you hold the belt and believes that you're not as worthy as he was, and he wants to take that belt back. He does, and then you beat him back for it, so he's kind of like someone else passing the torch to you again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, when I do look at it, it does look a little bit messy that every time you win a belt, you seem to lose it pretty much straight away. But
no, I've got it now, so
you still got it now, and that's all good.
it's pretty I don't think the crowd's seen it as well as me losing it so quickly.
Yeah.
So that was a good part of it. But yeah.
I guess I just wanted to do something where people didn't see something coming.
Mm.
You retained the backyard title on Saturday.
No.
Just by happenstance because Mykonos pinned Brandon Cage.
Yeah.
What happened when you got winded on Saturday?
Oh, well, yeah. This was another match I had fuck all planning. Like,
of course, because that's a Mykonos match for you because he likes to plan at the shows, but I don't think there was much.
Not even at the show.
Not even having anything happen, was there?
Oh, I was talking to Brandon. But I didn't talk to Mitch until like 3 minutes before the match.
Oh, really?
And then we just thought of a couple of things, but yeah, Brandon wanted to go for CM Punk's
the Anaconda Vice.
Yeah, but he didn't call it that. He called it something else. So I was a bit confused in what he was doing. So put me in it, and then he just fell forward, so I fell backwards, and then his whole body weight just crashed onto my stomach. And that 30 seconds was hell. Like,
yeah, I was like, oh no, don't tell me he's fucking broken his wrist or something like that. I thought I broke
a rib. Like, I just couldn't breathe. And I was like, no, get off. Like, it was kind of scary, but like, and I appreciate Ice for like doing what he did. Like, came like right up next to him, like told me what to do, and eventually got better.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was pretty crazy. Like,
did the match end soon after because of that?
I think so. I think I heard Mitch say afterwards that because of that, alright, this is the end now.
Let's just end it now. Were you happy with the match in the end? Maybe not as much.
I found myself in that match just thinking what to do next. I was like, it's a bit of a brain fart.
It was Mitch's idea. He wanted to, because he was supposed to wrestle Brandon at the last show, but he couldn't make it. So he said, why don't we add Brandon to the match with Kyle so then I can... Because the whole thing was he hasn't wrestled you or Brandon before, so he wanted to be able to say that he could do it again anyway.
Yeah, it was good that I'm glad I got to wrestle him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a decent match, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, a few people have voted for it as match of the show, so
nice.
It must be doing all right. Great bloody corkscrew off the top.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Whenever there's more than one person match, I've always wanted to do it.
You want to do that? Yeah, cool, man. What do you hope for your backyard title reign?
To be longer than a few events. But not just to be like remembered as one of the greater backyard champions, as like my third title reign, so
yeah.
I hope this one is the most impactful one.
I'm hoping maybe we can get you at the shows as early as possible for the next couple of shows, just to make sure that we get some quick title defenses on Backyard TV. Knowing that you'll be engaging with who you're engaging with very soon, who I'll mention shortly. Might not be much time to have those title defences that we want. So you might just have to do a couple of double duties, which you've never had a problem with.
Yeah, no worries.
How does it make you feel knowing there's only 8 shows of WZWA left? I was when it was 9, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, 9, that's quite a lot. Once I felt the feeling of 8. Oh man, that's really not many. That's like in four shows time, there will be only 4 left. Holy shit!
It's pretty daunting. Like, it's just fuck knowing that once we reach that moment of like the main event is finished of the last show ever, it's gonna be celebrations, but at the same time, it's like that's it. Like,
that's the end. Yeah.
It's pretty sad, but I guess it had to happen at some stage.
Yeah, and I think my biggest thing was doing it at a time where we go out on a high. Don't let it become something.
Yeah.
That's
you're like dreading.
Yeah. But 8 shows left. What do you think you're going to miss the most from it? Is it the chills?
Pretty much, because I know for a fact that there's not going to be many people that I'm going to... Like, I will probably see... Like, I hope I see everyone, but there will probably be other people that I won't see as much.
Yeah, my main concern is the only times we'll see each other is like if there's WrestleMania and we all meet up for a beer or whatever.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I just don't want it to have the friendships fade away because the only reason we ever had anything to do with one another was just to see each other at the wrestling, you know?
Like, I've already found that already, like, with, like, example would be Low. Like, I was chilling with him quite a bit, like, and then as soon as he left...
Perfect example. As soon as he was done, we've seen him once. We've seen him once.
Yeah.
So...
I hope that doesn't happen. Like, I don't think it will, but just, yeah...
Because, like, I worry about people like Mykonos. Like, I only see him at shows. That's the only times I've ever seen him. I've never seen him outside of it for anything else.
Really?
And, you know, he lives in Bunbury and all that, and I just worry that I never get to see, you know, that mate of mine again, etc. People like Three Dog, you know. But, you know, it is daunting, but we're preparing for it now. We're preparing for the end. Yeah. You're about to engage with Kilowatt Chaos for the first time, which will be taking place at the next event. Never wrestled him before, have you?
Never in contact.
Yeah. So, are you excited for that one?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm pretty keen.
It's kind of about ticking off those hardcore wrestlers that you haven't wrestled yet.
I just want to, like, once I finish, to say that, like, I got to wrestle at least majority, like, hopefully everyone, but if not the majority, at least once in my time. So that's the next one ticked off the list.
Yep. Who haven't you wrestled that you wish you could before WZWA is over?
Dan Zeppelin. Is there anyone else?
Phoenix?
Oh yeah, Phoenix. Yeah, Phoenix. Definitely Phoenix. Yeah, that would be like a Nick Ariel match sort of thing. Like,
yeah.
Versus a similar sort of person, like ring style anyway. So yeah, I hope that match happens as well. But yeah.
Who else is there? Have you wrestled Dark Ice?
Oh no, I've always wanted.
Oh dude,
I pictured it in my head, like, because I don't know why, like, sometimes I just make like a bit of, like, I guess, a fantasy in my head, like his return match be against me and he just fucks me up. Like, I don't know why, but I'll just be hell keen to do that. But yeah, I've always wanted to, like, have a match with him because he could just chuck me around and everything.
Yeah, shit. Yeah, well, we gotta think about these things and see what we can do. Because these are matches that are important to see take place. I mean, I'd love to see you and Ice go out there and tear it up.
Yeah,
what else do you wish to achieve in yarding before you hang up the boots?
Just maybe another match of the year contender.
Mm-hmm.
Just like one more hurrah, I guess. Maybe like another title.
Yep.
Or a good title reign, the Backyard Championship.
Yep. Do you have any regrets?
Not really, no. I don't. Oh, maybe the one is, I kind of wish I did commit more to the clown thing in the beginning, but at the time...
You just weren't interested, and I could tell.
Yeah.
It's like, he doesn't want to do it, so I can't force him to do it. Deacon can be the clown, he can be the acrobat, that's fine.
Yeah, besides that, then, no, not really.
Would you continue post WZWA if a new Backyard Fed pops up?
I'm still iffy on that. I don't know. I know it won't be the same. So I don't know. It depends. Like,
you'd rather go out on a high than take a risk on something that might be.
Yeah,
and you just end up just.
But at the same time, it's like if I did finish after WZWN, it's like then I'm done.
Yeah.
Been doing it for so long, like, wrestling's just always been a thing for me. So.
Yeah, and you're only 18, you know, you could probably have another 3 or 4 years as a backyard wrestler if you wanted, depending on the situation. What does ETW mean to you?
Well, just a couple of mates that just wanted to wrestle for the love of wrestling, basically. And I don't hide away from it. Like I always say, like, who didn't wrestle on a trampoline at one stage in their life, so yeah, I'm definitely proud of it. Yeah. And I got to do it with my mates, so at my house at one stage as well, so
yeah. And the last question of the podcast before we get to the Q&A, what does WZWA mean to you?
I couldn't imagine life without it now. Like, created like massive brotherhood with everyone. And yeah, I'm proud to be a part of it.
Cool, bro. All right, well, we're going to get on with the Q&A from the boys.
Yeah.
We're starting off with Deacon. Who's the biggest influence on your wrestling style?
Probably the Hardy Boys. Like, I've always been a massive fan of the Hardy Boys, but everyone has always preferred Jeff over Matt, but I've always preferred Matt over Jeff.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd say them and like Rob Van Dam.
Of course.
Pretty much just the high flyers.
Yep. Another one from Deacon. What do you love about portraying Emilio?
I get to be a crazy cunt. No one cares.
Also, I really enjoyed that Emilio Aston Creed backyard TV match.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've watched that a few times. Yeah, that was good.
And also, your match with Luke on that show was also quite good.
Oh yeah,
forgot to mention that in the podcast.
Yeah, that was good match. Another one just where we just clicked.
Yep. He's asked thoughts on the feud between you two. You've kind of covered that already. He wants you to talk about the broken fence.
Broken fence.
The broken fence in brackets, both of them.
In ATW?
I think so, yeah. Ace throw you through a fence.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, just pretty much chucked me into the fence. And I felt bad because, like, it's his house and, like, it's not only us that has to do with it. It's his mum. And he lives right along the highway. So, like,
yeah.
I felt pretty bad, but, like, at the same time, I was kind of sick. But,
yeah.
And I think the other broken fence was when Matt broke my fence.
Oh, really?
Like, I chucked him into it and just cracked it. And I was
really?
Oh, fuck. Yeah. I always, like, just feel bad with, like, breaking something that's, like, not mine.
Yeah.
So, you have to deal with it afterwards.
Yeah. His last question here is, I don't get it, but maybe you will. It says ETW versus ABW?
ABW was... Because before he joined ETW, he had some other little... Like, I don't think it ever got started, but, like, he wanted to do an ABW versus ETW sort of thing.
Gotcha.
And it was just him, his cousin, and someone that lived down the street, and they used to, like, apparently wrestle at the park.
Really? Well, why didn't he mention that in his podcast? This is...
Did he not? Oh.
No, he never mentioned ABW.
And, like, we had another school friend called Mitchell, and, like, he never wrestled, but, like, he was about to, and, like, he was in ABW, but then he's like, no, fuck ABW, and then he joined us. Yeah, that was going to be the original, like, versus.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't think that his thing ever got started, and then
Okay.
his mates kind of fucked off, so he just joined us.
Ah, well, he never even mentioned that in his podcast. That's very disappointing. Very disappointing, Deacon. Finding out that you were incorrect.
Third thing you fucked up.
Fucking third thing, bro. 3 strikes and you're out. Okay, Blade. A few questions here that you have already answered. How do you currently feel about where you're sitting in WZWA in regards to booking and character development?
Well, I think I'm starting to get up to, like, near the, like, top mid card, sort of low main card, because, like, after when we broke up Circus Royale, I felt like I was a bit of a rut, like, kind of like going down a bit, but now, yeah, I'm pretty happy where I'm at now, like, got the Backyard Championship again, so cheers for that.
No worries, mate. What are your plans for WZWA when it's done going pro?
I thought about going pro, but, like, it's a lot of commitment. Like,
It is.
Yeah.
But one thing I will say is I think you will make it. I think you'll do good because you're somebody that it was capable of, no matter how hurt you were, you would keep going, you would keep going, you would keep going. And to have that kind of a quality means you will definitely get respect from the pros. And I just think you would flourish.
Yeah, I like the pros, but I just hate their attitude towards backyard wrestling.
Of course, me too.
That's the one thing I've liked that's kind of made me iffy about it. I'll think about it. Like, might go pro, but just don't know where. Maybe EPW, maybe.
That would be the only way I'd say that you should go. I don't think you should try AAW, even though it's around the corner. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Still, Kemsley, annoying question.
No, so dumb.
If you're in the WWE, what brand would you want to go to?
Well, at this current stage, I would go to SmackDown. But I've always been more of a Raw guy. But
Yeah.
I'm digging SmackDown at the moment.
You're digging SmackDown. Okay, good. Great to know. Cheers, Steel.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, more Deacon. Did you expect to see ETW as big as it actually was?
No. Well, I remember like in school people used to talk about it like, hey look, like, because I've always gone through school as the guy that liked wrestling. Like everyone knew I liked wrestling, so I didn't cop too much shit of it from it. So I guess it got in year 8 it was pretty big. Like yeah, like heaps of people knew and talked about it and shit. But yeah, it was a good run.
Your favourite wrestling moment, yarding or pro? Don't know why I said all pro.
All pro. So probably the greatest accomplishment was probably beating Nick Ariel in the ladder match to win the backyard title.
Excellent. What's the best theme song you've had?
I'm one of the ones that've had fucking too many, especially in ETW. But I'm digging my current theme song though. So
yeah, me too. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, it's fucking sick.
And his last question, second last question, tits or ass man?
Tits. Yeah, tits.
Sick.
I love them tits.
Jack Wallace, how big's your cock?
Fucking huge, mate.
Blade Shaw again. Which do you prefer? Singles or tag wrestling, and why?
No, they both got their pros and cons. Like, I like being a tag match, like in the tag team, because like it's not all on me. Like I don't have to think of everything. Like it's like him, me, and whoever I'm tag teaming with. But then I like singles because it's like all about me. So
yeah.
Probably singles.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Interesting. Who have been some of your personal favourite people to wrestle?
Three Dog, just for the fact that, yeah, like I said before, he's a big guy, I'm a little guy. I've always liked wrestling Luke, because we just like gelled and he's just sick on to wrestle with. Deacon and Ace, because of the friendship. And I think, yeah, probably Ryan as well.
Cool. He says, is there anything you would have done differently? That's the same as regrets. What do you feel are some of your strengths and weaknesses as a performer?
Strengths is probably not giving a fuck about myself, kind of. Like, just being able to do whatever. But my weaknesses, as you've said, is probably my strikes.
Yeah.
But I think that's because I don't want to hurt them. Like,
yeah.
I feel like if I'm wrestling like Ace or Deacon, I can hit them harder.
Yeah.
But when I'm wrestling like someone else, especially someone that I'm like comfortable with, I don't like them as hard. But I guess I just gotta adapt to it.
Yep. Okay. Another one from Deacon. Are you mad that Colin is the more popular one than Amelia?
I don't know how that happened, but
I don't think it's the case anymore.
Yeah, I think
Amelia's got more popular.
Yeah, like I remember last year, like late last year, everyone hated Amelia.
Everyone was giving Amelia a hard time, but cheering for Colin.
No, it doesn't bother me though. Like,
Luke Monet. This is the last person who's sent in questions, I believe. Yeah. Can you explain the totally different characters and mindsets between the Rat and Amelia?
No, well, the Rat's just from pretty much where I'm from and the reputation, so I feel like I can do it pretty well from like the school I went to and shit. And then Amelia just, I can't even explain.
you being a retard.
Pretty much.
Next question. Now, you're at all shocked at the cult following Amelia has received?
What does he mean by that? Like,
just like everyone getting behind you, I suppose.
Oh, well, not really. I guess like I'm glad that he's getting somewhere.
Another one, you've kind of covered it. What are your opinions on Matt's attitude towards WZWA? We kind of did explain it. Disappointing. You asked what were your first impressions on the WZWA. Well, you kind of covered that. When you first started in the WZWA, who were the 3 people you wanted to wrestle first and why?
I honestly can't remember that.
Dude, that's an annoying question, to be honest.
Everyone?
It would have been, surely.
Yeah.
Alright. That brings us to the end of the Q&A, but we'll end in a little bit of word association. I will name someone. You tell me a story of them, what you think of them, etc.
Sick.
Nathan.
Was a good friend, but just whacked out now. Like I don't know how that happened. Just
gone a bit weird.
Like I talk to him every now and then. Like I see him at the trainer, but yeah, I don't know. Just gone his own way.
Okay. Cam.
Yeah, I was pretty surprised that I found out he liked wrestling. Apparently, he used to get quite into it. Bit strange character, but good lad though. Like, see him at the pub a few times, so like it's always good to catch up with him.
Yeah,
he's more of a school friend, but yeah.
Yep. Darian.
Yeah, another one that I was pretty close with back in primary school, but he went to a different high school, so I would only ever really see him at ETW. Now, I don't really talk to him that much anymore.
Damien.
Oh, I'm disappointed in him because just before he came to high school, because he was a grade below us, he was right into wrestling, but then as soon as he hit high school, no longer a wrestling fan.
Oh, really? Just out of the blue?
Yeah, didn't want to... He was afraid of getting teased about it and shit, so...
Gotcha.
Yeah, I remember, like, he was at Deacon's house, like, a week before school, watching the Royal Rumble, and then the next week he's like, don't talk about it, like, don't mention it to my friends and shit.
People
so, yeah.
are so precious about it,
Yeah.
like, how dare I like something that everyone knows is fake? Like, how strange. Okay, Jaden.
Oh, that's who I was at with before I came here, so yeah. I'm a day older than him, so yeah, me and him have always had like a hell good connection. He wasn't too much of a wrestling fan, but yeah, he's more of a non-wrestling fan, but he joined ETW, so I was proud of him for that.
Yep. Jesse.
Oh, that's Deacon's cousin. Yeah, bit of a weird one, but yeah, I don't know, he was not that good at wrestling.
No.
But he was the GM at one point, so I guess
really?
he did good at that, but yeah, I don't have too much to say about him.
Okay. Ozzy.
He's another one that was that's Ace's brother.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah, before he came to high school, he was like into wrestling, sort of, like more because of Ace, but then yeah, once he hit high school, just associated with the wrong people, did the wrong shit. Yeah, but I've chilled with him a few times without Ace recently-ish, so...
Yep.
Yeah, he's turned around though, so he's a good guy.
Okay. That's all. Is there anyone else from ETW I didn't mention?
No. Pretty sure that's everyone.
The only other person that's connected in some way, Lars.
Oh. Yeah, he's... Oh, I've known of him, but yeah, I only kind of came close-ish with him like last year because of wrestling, but yeah, not too close with him, but yeah, he's pretty good to chill with. I've been over his house a few times, so
yep.
Yeah, he's alright.
Rightio, well, we'll continue on with some WZWA people. Clint Marshall.
Never spoken to him, really.
You never spoke to Clint at all?
No. I remember there's been a few times I meant to wrestle him, but one of us didn't show or something like that. But yeah, he's living the dream though, fucking in America and shit.
I think he's back now.
Oh, he's back now?
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, I think he had a very good time.
Hell jealous of that, like, went to WrestleMania shit.
Yeah. Luke Monet.
Brian. No. No. He's one of the ones I've always, like, gone along with. Good guy. Pretty funny. I've chilled with him a few times outside of Warzone.
Oh, have you? So,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Blade Shaw.
Smart. I like the fact that like he gets paid to play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's very smart, and yeah, good to converse with and that.
Yep. Dark Ice.
Oh yeah, he's another one that I've chilled with quite a bit outside of Warzone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's always like looks out for us and that. Yeah, he's good to chill with, good to talk with. Yeah.
Yep. Kilowatt Chaos.
No, speak to him a few times, like on and off. Yeah, pretty keen to wrestle him, but yeah, pretty funny guy. Bit out there, but that's good.
Yeah, that's true. Dan Zeppelin.
Yeah, another one kind of like Chaos, like talk to him every now and then. But yeah, another good guy to talk with. Haven't chilled with him too much outside of Warzone, but yeah, good guy.
Alex Stone. I'd like to hear what you think of Alex Stone.
I like the fact that he likes Chris Jericho, because I've always liked Chris Jericho, but I haven't really spoken to him there.
No?
No.
Oh, wow. Brandon Cage.
Oh, he was a bit weird at the beginning, Like,
yeah.
it's all like 1 minute he's in, 1 minute he's out, but no. bit out there as well, but yeah, he's good to talk with and that. Like, I was talking to him quite a bit last show, so yeah.
Big Ace.
No, I like the fact that like I'm like one of his main friends, because like most people think of him as just like the quiet, like doesn't talk to many people, but like I've seen him like as Ace, like the real Ace sort of thing. So I've always like kept that with me. Like appreciate the fact that like we got a good friendship and shit.
Yeah. Arthur Aries.
Yeah, like I said before, out of everyone, he was like my main like best friend. But yeah, disappointed like in how he's like gone about things. But he'll always be a good mate, and he's good to catch up with. But I do miss the days that we did used to chill and shit. But shit happens.
Shit happens. Times change. People grow.
Yeah.
Who else can I bloody bring? Ryan Tate.
Yeah, very committed to wrestling. Great memory, and like, yeah, and I kind of understand him because he's got like some form of autism, I think.
Oh, it's Asperger's,
yeah, Asperger's,
but it's very. I don't think it's very. It's a slight one.
Oh,
it doesn't affect him living a normal life at all.
Because my brother's autistic.
He's just got his quirks about him.
Yeah, so yeah, my little brother's autistic, so. Yeah, I get along with him though. Like I remember one time I went over his house to watch back Resolution.
Oh yeah,
he's good. Yeah, he's always good to talk with. Good to play him with.
Daniel Johnston.
Yeah. Speaking to him every now and then, but haven't really spoken to him that much. Like, yeah, he's a good guy though.
Yeah. Trying to think of who else. Shit. Three Dog.
Oh. Besides wrestling him and having good matches,
don't really know him that well. Who do you know well?
I don't know. Man. Jacob, I guess.
Oh yeah, Antilochus then.
Yeah, he's sick on. Always like have good chats with him, chilled with him a few times.
Yeah.
Outside of Warzone. Yeah, fucking, and he's the second youngest, so like we've got that like.
Yeah, you two are the last ones to turn 18, I believe.
Yeah, but no, he's a good guy as well. Sick up.
Rex.
I feel kind of bad because every time he invites me to come over to his, I always have something going on. So like, I feel like he sees it as like I don't want to go over, but like I appreciate the fact that he always wants to chill and shit.
Yeah.
But I know just never gotten around to it, but like hope we do.
One day in the future.
Yeah, hopefully.
Aston Crude.
Whoa, no.
Yeah, fucking.
Nah, man.
Sick cunt.
Yeah, fucking sick. Nah, I've always like. Every time I found that like you're coming to one of like our like chills, I'm like, yeah, it's fucking sick.
Because I always end up parking myself next to you, and
yeah,
we end up just drinking together.
Yeah, it's fucking good, man.
Yeah, we should definitely drink together more.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you one last one, and it's the same one I give everyone else. It's themselves. So, Kyle Inglis. Who are you? Tell me about yourself.
Fucking lad. No. I don't know. I guess just... I don't have problems with anyone. Like, I've never really gotten into major beef with anyone. I think I can get along with everyone. Bit quiet, but I think, like, I'm kind of past that stage now.
Yeah.
Like, out of my shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just like to kick back, have a smoke, chill.
Pretty much.
Watch the show, do your thing, go out there and wow the crowds. You've been doing it now for over 3 years now.
Yeah, it's crazy to think that,
Killing it, bro. 3-time backyard champion, 1-time tag team champion. Someone that I believe everyone respects a hell of a lot. Just simply because you're easy to get along with, there's never any drama with you, but also with what you've put your body through, the death defiance, all the high spots, everything that you've done, you've always touched us in one way or another with the antics that you'll pull off in that backyard, and we all have just been screaming for you, cheering for you, clapping for you for years and years, and we really appreciate it, my friend.
That was pretty much all I wanted to do from day one, is just get along with everyone and get everyone's respect. I think I've done quite well.
You have, my friend, and you're definitely one of the most highly respected in the locker room, and I want to thank you for your years of hard work, death defiance, all that stuff. You have been just a huge positive to the WZWA and WA yarding in general, so thank you, Kyle.
No worries. My pleasure.
And any final comments before we sign off?
Not really.
All right, no worries. Well, this comes to the end of the podcast, Kyle. Thank you very much.
No worries, mate.
And thank you for listening on the GBYWN Australia podcast. I am Aston Crude alongside the rat, Kyle Inglis, and we will see you next time.
Catch you later, cunts.
I don't know who I'm going to interview, but whoever it is. See ya.